Imagine this. You're online, chatting with someone, laughing, then you realize they're not even human. Or you stumble on some bizarre piece of content with millions of views. That makes absolutely no sense. Have you ever wondered this in the middle of the night? Is the internet we grew up with, the one full of human interaction, truly gone? Or is what's happening just a natural evolution of our digital world? What you're about to hear isn't just a conspiracy theory. It might be the most realistic description of the internet we're living in today. Welcome to Midnight Reflections, where curiosity never sleeps. Now, let's find out.
Where curiosity never sleeps.
Maybe one day, while scrolling, you felt like the people you're interacting with aren't really human, or that social media became strangely cold, robotic, and lifeless. If you've ever felt this way, you're not alone. This feeling is at the core of the dead internet theory. It started as a fringe conspiracy on obscure forums, but it quickly spread into mainstream debates. The theory claims the internet, once vibrant and full of real human interaction, is now overrun by bots, automated accounts, and algorithms whose only goals are profit and manipulation. The term itself first appeared in 2021 on a forum called Agora Road's Macintosh Cafe, posted by someone using the name Illuminati Pirate. At the time, nobody took it seriously. But with the rise of generative AI tools like ChatGPT, the theory suddenly feels less like fiction. Even tech leaders like Sam Altman, CEO of OpenAI, admitted that the sheer number of AI-driven accounts online is shocking, going as far as to say the theory might hold some truth. Mainstream outlets picked it up too. The Atlantic published an article titled, "You May Have Missed It, but the Internet Died 5 years ago." Not diving into conspiracy territory, but pointing at something very real: a massive surge in bot traffic, an overwhelming flood of algorithm-driven content. So maybe the internet isn't dead in the literal sense, but it is undergoing a deep transformation. Which leads us to the next question. What are the symptoms we can see around us? One of the strangest examples tied to the theory is Shrimp Jesus, an AI-generated picture of a Jesus-like figure surrounded by endless shrimp. It spread like wildfire on Facebook, gaining thousands of interactions, most likely from bots, not humans. Why? Because algorithms don't care if content is meaningful or absurd. They only care about one thing: engagement. The loop goes like this. AI generates weird content. Algorithms boost it. Bots and humans interact. Platforms treat it as successful. The result? A flood of repetitive, shallow material many now call AI slime. It's not just images. Entire YouTube channels now run fully on AI, from script writing to voiceovers to editing. Cheap, fast, endless, and designed only for ad revenue. Even YouTube engineers noticed. They coined the term the inversion to describe it. The platform once dominated by humans is now ruled by bots and auto-generated content. TikTok is pushing further, offering brands virtual influencers instead of real people. It's not a test. It's a business model. Mass production of content for maximum profit. And the numbers back it up. A 2023 report by Imperva found that 49.6% of all internet traffic was automated. In 2022, it was 47.4%, with almost a third being bad bots. A 2024 report by Cloudflare showed similar results. 38% of web traffic was automated, and 93% of those bots were harmful. Meaning, humans are no longer the majority online. On top of that, the web itself is slowly decaying. Broken links, vanished pages. Link rot is erasing massive portions of our collective memory. And what replaces it? AI-generated filler, designed to please algorithms. So if the internet feels fake, shallow, and repetitive, it's because it is. So who's really in charge? The answer: algorithms. Complex systems that decide what you see and what disappears, based only on how much you click, like, or watch. And here's the scary part. They don't care whether content is human-made or bot-made. If it drives engagement, it gets boosted. This isn't necessarily a hidden conspiracy. It's the natural outcome of platforms that put profit above authenticity. AI content is cheaper, faster, and endless, so companies flood the web with it. The result? What experts call the enshittification of the internet. Platforms decay in quality because the system rewards quantity. And beyond tech, there's a psychological cost. We live in a hyper-connected world, yet loneliness is at an all-time high. Psychologists call this the paradox of loneliness. Being surrounded by hundreds of friends online, yet feeling deeply isolated. When you realize that some of those interactions aren't even human, that they're bots, you feel betrayed. The community you thought was real feels hollow. That's why conspiracy theories gain traction. Even if not entirely true, they offer a comforting explanation for the weirdness, the soulless content, the repetitive interactions, the alienation. It's easier to blame hidden forces than to accept that blind algorithms are simply steering the ship. So, has the internet truly died? Not completely. Humans are still here. But buried under a tidal wave of machine-made content, they've become harder to find. The dead internet theory, once dismissed as nonsense, has now become a metaphor for a very real digital reality. A world where profit-driven algorithms and AI overwhelm the human spirit of the web. The question now is, how do we survive in this new environment? The answer: critical thinking. Watch for signs, strange patterns, robotic errors, soulless interactions, and seek out niche communities, small spaces where real human connection still thrives. And finally, a question for you. If you're truly human, do you feel like the internet you once knew is dead? Let me know in the comments. Now you know. Got more midnight questions? Drop them below, stay curious, and I'll see you in another Midnight Mystery.